Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Casey, and today let's talk about the rumored Jeep Gladiator Hercules. If this is your first time stopping by, I would love to have you as a subscriber. If you like Jeep vlogs, reviews, installs, and news, you will love this channel. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below and I will answer all of them. So, is Jeep making a V8 powered pickup truck monster potentially named the Gladiator Hercules? That's the question. There's a huge thread over on JeepGladiatorForum.com about Jeep recently testing an unnamed Gladiator model with substantial upgrades over what has been released so far. There was also an interview this week at the Detroit Auto Show with current North American Jeep president Tim Kuniski, posted over on MotorAuthority.com, which spurred some more discussion on this topic. Could Jeep be planning a new addition to the SRT lineup alongside the Demon and Trackhawk? Or is this just another Moab prototype to debut at Easter Jeep Safari, as Jeep has done in previous years? Well, I for one would love to see Jeep produce a high horsepower V8 model with larger factory tires, beefier axles, heavy duty suspension, and that could compete in line with the Raptor, Tacoma TRD, and Colorado ZR2, or even outperform them. In order to achieve such a feat, let's take a look at what Jeep would need in order to build a Gladiator Hercules, and then let's see if it would even make financial sense and still be affordable to Jeep enthusiasts. So what would be needed to build a Gladiator Hercules? An engine, suspension upgrades, larger tires, and then determine if it would need bigger axles to support the higher horsepower. But would that put the new Gladiator so far over on price that it would not be attractive to Jeep enthusiasts? Let's pretend for a moment that we don't have the new 442 foot-pounds of torque diesel option that is already being announced as being available for the Gladiator. And let's stuff a massive 707 horsepower Trackhawk pedigree motor into the new Jeep truck. Couple that with some suspension upgrades such as bypass shocks on all four corners to help the Gladiator cruise through the rough terrain that Jeeps are known to love. And finally, let's make some axle improvements in order to keep all of that horsepower flowing to the tires and not self-destructing when put to the test. What is all of this going to cost? A pretty penny, I am sure. But according to Jeep boss Tim Kuniski, Jeep owners are willing to shell out big bucks for a super stout engine and are looking for more torque on the trail. And the aftermarket is already proving that Jeep owners are willing to shell out over $80,000 for modified Wranglers with V8s. I don't think that it would make for such an outrageous price that it wouldn't be worth Jeep's while to build such a machine. If you look at the upcharge to take a fully spec'd Grand Cherokee and make it a Trackhawk, it is about an additional $30,000 to $35,000 on top of the Cherokee's base price, putting the Trackhawk in at around $88,000. Based on my predictions, a new Gladiator Sport will be in the neighborhood of $45K and a Rubicon bumping up to around $53K. I think that it is entirely feasible to put together a Hercules model of the Gladiator and keep it in the $85 to $95K neighborhood. Jeep could get creative when putting together such a build in order to not have to overbuild the Gladiator for extreme use, but allow for an extremely capable machine to be created. The larger motor would obviously need a way to get the power to the wheels effectively. Upgrading the rear axle to say a Dana 60 would give more peace of mind to owners looking to lay down the hammer when in two-wheel drive. Jeep could then look at detuning the motor when in four-wheel low in order to not have the torque multiplication of the 4-to-1 transfer case not instantly disintegrate the ring and pinion of the front and rear axles, so long as it wasn't equipped with anything larger than, let's say, a 35-inch tire. Better shocks and springs are not an overly expensive add-on. That shouldn't add more than a couple of $1,000s to a Hercules model. I think that it is completely reasonable for Jeep to build a special edition at a price point that could still be attractive to Jeep buyers. Kuniski also mentioned that there are over 3,000 customers a year modifying their Wranglers in such a way that it would be motivating to any manufacturer at that sales volume. So would Jeep see the sales volumes to make it worthwhile? Looking at all the sales figures from the SRT lines, I think the answer is perhaps, and really depends on how well the Gladiator performs for Jeep as they enter into the truck space. Looking at the Grand Cherokee, in 2018 there were over 224,000 units sold, and they made an additional 7,400 Trackhawks. If the Gladiator can land anywhere near the Wrangler sales volumes of 240,000 units in 2018, then it would be a safe estimate that an SRT edition Hercules would sell very well and that Jeep should be taking notice of this potential market. On the flip side, the Wrangler, even with its high sales figures, has never seen an SRT edition with a V8 either. What do you guys think? Will there be a Hercules V8 model Gladiator coming down the pipeline? Can Jeep put together an SRT Gladiator pickup and have it come in under $90,000? Would that even be competitive with the Raptor, which can be fully spec'd out under $70,000? Comment down below. I would love to hear from you and what you think. I, for one, would love to see some off-road spec SRT Jeeps hitting the production lines in 2019 or 2020. Please take a moment to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy Jeep and off-road content. I really do like making all these videos for you guys and answering all your questions and comments that you leave down below. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Otherwise, I will see you guys shortly in the next upload. Thanks so much for watching.